just because there's a lot going on, and it's not very good news, guys. For those of you that are on that, don't take my babies. I hope this picnic table doesn't break with me. I'm sorry I look a hot mess. Y'all usually don't see me like this. A few more minutes. I'm gonna bring Natalie live with me. It's a really sad time in Courtney's Here's Natalie. Natalie is Courtney's niece. She's my daughter. I'll go ahead and state what's going on, and then if I need to, I can repeat it some more. But she was very sick the last few days. The last couple days we were supposed to have family pictures done on Sunday, but Mom ended up canceling them because Courtney was sick. She had symptoms of a fever and diarrhea. Sorry, I have makeup all over my face. I haven't been to sleep in over 24 hours. I woke up at 6:45, worked, did my teaching stuff. Got the call in the middle of the night. I hadn't even gone to bed because for some reason I had insomnia last night. Drove straight to the hospital, which was an hour and 10 minutes away. And anyways, I've been up since 6:45 yesterday. So basically, I got a phone call around 11:30 or so, telling me it was from my great aunt. She lives here with Courtney and my mom and my grandma, and my great aunt said that Courtney had been sick with diarrhea, and I know that's TMI, but diarrhea and a fever and some other like nausea and not eating and things, and Mom took her on Monday to get a COVID test, and they were just waiting for results. But Courtney seemed to be getting better yesterday. My sister and I and everybody was checking on her, making sure she was okay. And Mom was like, yeah, yesterday she said, yeah, her fever broke. She had some ice cream. She was eating some Jell-O, some Sprite. She was even able to get up and take a shower. So I was like, okay, that's good. So I kind of left it at that. Around 11:30, I get a call from my mom's phone, which, when you get a call that late from anybody, it's not ever good news. So I answer it, and it's my Aunt Linda, which is the one that found Courtney. She passed Courtney's room, and Courtney was vomiting. And so from what I gather, my Aunt Linda went in there to check on her and to help her. And Courtney lost consciousness and fell to the floor. They had to call 911. They live way out in the country, if you can tell. They're in a wooded area. Luckily, a first responder was right down the road. He was on call, and he came over as soon as possible and started CPR on Courtney. They worked tirelessly to get Courtney a pulse, and luckily they did. But that didn't last very long. They took her to the nearest hospital, which is about 25 minutes away, because they're out in the country. And about that time, I'd already started coming from Clarksville, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away. And I got to the hospital my mom and my other sister were already there. We got to the hospital I got there about 1:55 a.m. Just enough time for them to scan my temperature and for them to give me a badge and clear me from COVID or whatever. They immediately took us to the consultation room and told us that Courtney was in very, very bad shape. She was in the ER, and they suggested we go and spend her last few minutes in the ER with her. So we immediately ran. We didn't run because Mom can't run. She has COPD, and y'all know Mom. And so we immediately went there, and they were working on Courtney. It was like a movie. Like when you see an ER and they're doing CPR and they're trying to revive someone, that's exactly what it looked like. She was flatlined, and I observed a nurse had written down how many times they had checked for a pulse, and they couldn't find her pulse. The doctor, they were pushing so hard on her chest, and she wasn't coming back, and so the doctor called one last time to check for a pulse, and she didn't have a pulse anymore, and she passed. So she had, most of you know that she had a lot of health problems, and y'all probably don't know this, but she wasn't supposed to live to see 5 years old, and she did, and the doctor said, you know, if she does live to see past 5, she wouldn't live to see 30, and Courtney was 29. She turned 29 on the same day as my son's birthday on June 28th. I don't think she suffered. I think she was pretty much gone whenever she passed out here at home, because they did try to revive her, and they did get her a little bit, but they worked really hard on her. She did not have COVID. They tested her again at the hospital. I guess they did a rapid test. They tested her again at the hospital, and she was negative, or else we wouldn't have been able to go in there and see her. I don't know any arrangements yet. I know we're juggling the date of the 19th, December 19th, but we're still kind of working on that because everything's so fresh, and she passed in the middle of the night, and everything, you know, people aren't open. We're very heartbroken about it, and it was just me and my mom and my sister in there. We were with her. I didn't want to leave her at the hospital yesterday. I told her that we were going to go to my granny's house and to meet us there so she wouldn't be alone. And so, Courtney always told me that she knew when she passed she was going to heaven. I know Courtney didn't really, I don't know how to say it. She didn't really understand a lot of things. But, she would have given anybody the last dollar she had, no matter what. And I know that I'm okay. I want you guys to know. You guys do know that Courtney was a Bucky Covington fan. He actually lives 20-30 minutes away from here, maybe not even that. And we did get in touch with his secretary, and he actually called my grandma. He was on the phone with her a few minutes ago. We were wanting him to come and you know, kind of do a song, and you know, a song or two in her memorial. And you guys know he would love to, but everybody in his family has COVID and they're quarantined. He doesn't, but everybody else does, so he's not able to do that. We're still in disbelief about everything. We do have, Courtney did have a life insurance policy. My mom and my cousin, my oldest cousin, was working on that. Sorry for the underbrow. Like I said, I haven't been asleep.
Do you want me to talk a little about that?
Hold on, and I'll tell you what happened. My husband's gonna tell you what the doctors think happened and what's going on. But we do have a GoFundMe page. Courtney did have a life insurance policy, and my cousin and my mom are working on that, but we don't know if it's going to go through or not. Best case scenario, she'll get about $19,000 to cover for her funeral. She wanted to be cremated. Worst case scenario, they'll only cover $178. She hasn't had her life insurance long enough. So we're looking into trying to give her a good memorial, because she's definitely a person that deserves it. I will also go on her TikTok. I'll record a video or something, I don't know, but I'll go on there and let everybody on her TikTok fan page know what's going on. If you're not on the, I think, did you post the GoFundMe account?
So
on
it's
Instagram?
It is in her TikTok's
It's in her TikTok
bio.
Hold on, the GoFundMe page is in her TikTok bio.
It's also in her Instagram bio.
The TikTok family can help. It's in her Instagram bio, and it's in her TikTok bio. If you guys want to help, you don't have to. It would be great. It would be great. You know, I'm a teacher and only on a teacher's salary. My mom's only doing, you know, getting by. They just recently lost their house. And so they've been living with my grandma, and I don't want this to be like a charity case because Courtney's not a charity case, but I mean, I know she has a lot of fans, so if you guys wanted to help, that's fine, but if not, that's fine too. We'll manage. We'll give Courtney what she deserves. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my husband on so he can go over. I'm good. I'm gonna take my break right now, but I'm gonna put him on so he can kind of explain what kind of the medical thing that happened with Courtney, what we believed happened with her. So I will switch. He's recording for YouTube, so I'm going to switch with him. And because some friends, you guys know I'm a teacher when I say friends. Some people on here have to work, and I was going to do it later tonight, but AJ said just go ahead and do it now, and we'll record it and put it on YouTube, and we'll post it in the Facebook page and everywhere on her. It took us a long time to figure out her password on her phone. If it wasn't for Amethyst, we wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't have been able to get on her phone and post this stuff. So I wish I could see. I know that you guys have probably seen me on her Instagram before, especially when you were in my crazy household for that 24-hour challenge. So how's Brandon doing? Does anybody know? Brandon's a character on her TikTok, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, there's Colette. I was looking for a name that I recognized. So, because I remember I said, oh, I love Colette's name. Amethyst is a beautiful name. Wait, oh, and there's the Rylee, because my Rylee. All right, well, here is AJ, okay? And I'm going to ask Mom if I can keep up with Courtney's phone and try to post for you guys every now and then. And I'll definitely let you know of any arrangements. I know some people live. Mr. Tao, hey. I know that a lot of you live nearby and might want to come. They're trying to put it in a little church, but I'm afraid that the church it's Courtney's home church, but I'm afraid that church is going to be way too small, especially when we can't social distance. So I'm going to try to talk my mom into doing a bigger church for her memorial. She does want to be cremated, so but here's AJ so he can kind of tell you what's going on. What about Logan? Oh, I did talk to Logan this morning. He's very sad. He told me, he was like, I was going to marry her, and I was like, I know you were. Yes, Logan knows. He found out about 4 or 5 o'clock this morning. Yes, so AJ's going to explain what happened, okay? All right. Okay.
Hello guys, my name is AJ Wolfe. I'm Courtney's brother-in-law. So I just like to talk just a little bit about what happened with Courtney and kind of where we were. So Courtney, when she went first unresponsive, what we know is that her blood sugar had dropped, and that was likely caused by her illness. Courtney also lacked some of the basic functions that you and I probably have. So she did not have a fully developed pituitary gland, so her hormones weren't properly functioning in her body. And so we know that her hormones that normally would have helped her activate her immune system to fight off whatever she was ill with didn't fully kick in. And so when they drew her blood at the hospital, what they found was that she had acidosis, which is where the body is not actively getting rid of waste products, and that's normally done through your kidneys. And so Courtney actually went into kidney failure this morning, and that's ultimately what caused her body kind of to go into shock and completely shut her systems down. Like my wife said, they did absolutely everything they could to resuscitate her. They worked very, very hard, but unfortunately, as some of you might know, Courtney was born with some very serious medical conditions, and like my wife said earlier, she wasn't given a very long time to live. They did not think she was going to make it to age 5, and she did end up making it to age 5. But because she had a plethora of medicines that she had to take in a daily regimen, she didn't develop past what her physical body probably would have been about 14 years old. Her body didn't physically develop past that point. She had several different conditions, and I don't think that we really need to get into all of that, but I do want y'all to know just kind of the nature of what happened, and the fact that yes, she did go into kidney failure. It was not corona. She did fight hard, but ultimately she succumbed to just kidney failure in general. And when your body goes into that kind of shock, it shuts down, and it just started shutting down systems. One thing I did want to mention is that Courtney is a tissue and organ donor, and her heart, as well as some of her other tissues and membranes, will be used and given to about 55 people across the state of Tennessee.
Did they tell you that today?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she did donate many of those functions for those that needed, because we know Courtney would give. She would have given anything to anybody that she could, and so, you know, with her being an organ donor, it speaks such positive vibes there, and such a good thing. So you know, it's wonderful that she's capable of doing that and helping out, even in her last action of death, being able to help others and really thinking about them. As my wife did say, we have created a GoFundMe account. Just a little more detail on her life insurance policy. She did have a life insurance policy. Unfortunately, with what happens with a lot of life insurance policies is you have to have it in force for so long. Courtney's policy was in force for just a few months. And so unfortunately right now, we don't know whether her policy will actually pay out or not. If they decline to pay out, they'll only pay back the premiums that she's paid in so far, which is not a whole lot. It's less than $200. We have had the GoFundMe established. We've collected about $350 so far. As most of you might be aware, the average funeral in the United States costs somewhere around $5,000. And so we are asking, if you're capable, if you're able, please. And we all know that COVID is all giving us hard financial times. We all understand that. If you can't afford, a couple bucks goes a long way, but you don't have to. We are so sorry to have to break the news this way, but we really felt like it was very important that you all kind of understand what happened and where she was, and we know that she's with Jesus Christ right now, and he's holding her in his arms in heaven. And if you didn't know anything about Courtney, that was probably one of the most important things, is she did believe in Jesus Christ, and she knows where she's at. She knew where she was going, and we all are heartbroken. We're sad. We've been up for a very long time. We're all very tired. But we thought it was very important to get on here, and I'm so sorry if you're just now joining in and kind of finding out what happened. Courtney did pass away, and she is with her fathers now. She's with Wesley and with Randy, and she did pass away. She had kidney failure, so again, I'm sorry. We do have the video has been recorded. We've got it recorded. We're going to post it a little later to Facebook, especially for those Facebook and YouTube, across several different social media platforms, so that you guys can kind of go back, especially those that might have missed this live video. But at this time, I'm going to give you back to my wife, and we're going to kind of switch roles again so we can wrap up the video.
Okay. All right. So Amethyst kind of left, so we were going to have her here and say something, but she walked away. Yes, I might go on her TikTok. I know she has a lot more fans on TikTok. I know I don't owe y'all anything, but I got invested with y'all too. You guys know that whenever she was doing something, oh, there's Natalie. Whenever she was saying something, I'd be like, Courtney, put me on live, because you ain't doing what you need to be saying. So, oh, there's Natalie again. So Natalie and all of the children that Courtney has touched and done in their life are not taking it very well. So But yes, I'm invested with you guys, and I just wanted to kind of let you guys know. I'm gonna let TikTok. Somebody said something about. I'll let TikTok know. Hold on. Wait, is this? No, I'm her sister. I'm her older sister. I'm about 6 years older than her. I am gonna get on TikTok and let them know. So we'll get on TikTok and let everybody on there know. Like I said, somebody is. Oh, okay. She's on a. I'm on this. No offense to people that have Androids, but I don't like Androids. I'm an iPhone person. Always have been. But I can't halfway work this thing. And AJ's laughing at me. But I'll probably hop over before it gets dark. I'm gonna hop over to her TikTok, and I'm not much of a TikTok person. Only Rylee gets on there and is messing with stuff. But I'll hop onto her TikTok. I'll try to make some merch in her memory, but it's gonna be a while, especially with the holidays coming up. I know, like we said, we got a hold of Bucky, but he would definitely do it because you know he's a right down the road from us, and but his whole family has COVID. He doesn't, but everyone else does, and he does. You know, they have to stay in quarantine. So I will hop over on TikTok and try to figure out how to do the TikTok, and we'll kind of go over it from there. I'll probably do a little bit briefer explaining of what happened. Yeah, Courtney was a friend to everybody. She was a very good friend.
Courtney was a kind soul, and she would do anything for anybody. I know. Whenever I went over to stay with her, she would always give me something, even if I didn't ask for it. And it was just so sweet.
Don't make merch. Okay.
And one time, at the store,